This is my Halloween candy, and as you can see, it's empty. And whose fault do you think that is? He ate the last piece and didn't even ask me. This week, we get back at him.
Hey,
Hey.
what's with the candles?
Oh, just a little bit of ambiance. No, nothing big.
Okay, what are we building this week?
So wouldn't it be fun if we built Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls? You know, the nightmare triangle demon who they summon to invade the minds of their enemies?
Yes, that would be super fun. We could give him like an animatronic kind of moving eye. We could make him glow yellow. We could make him float up off the ground. That's a great idea.
Yes, it is. Bill Cipher is a 2D character, so turning him into a 3D animatronic is going to be an interesting challenge. But I will have my revenge. The first problem we have here is how big do we make him?
In the show, he's changing his size all of the time. He's lots of different sizes.
Let's make him like, you know, desktop size, like 2 feet-ish.
Like this much, or? Yeah, that's about 2 feet. Does that work?
Yes. For the triangle, we're gonna use this pink insulation foam because it's really rigid and lightweight, but it's also really easy to make it look like stone, which we're gonna do later. Bill's eye is his main feature, so we really needed to make sure it was centered and a perfect circle.
The compass works great for drawing our circle, but the next challenge is how to cut the circle. So what I'm gonna try to do is use the hot wire. Since the circle is inside, the first thing I have to do is cut a hole so that we can pass our wire through that. This is literally like a hot wire, and it's melting the foam, and it gives you a really clean cut. And if we use this table thing that comes with it, it gives us a nice straight cut as well. That worked way better than I thought. That's perfect. Look how big it is.
So you know how Bill on the outside is glowing and like it flashes when he talks? I got this really cool rope light that I want to put into the edge of him and kind of replicate that effect. Check it out.
Oh, it's yellow?
It's yellow and it flashes.
That looks amazing.
I'm cutting a beveled edge in the foam here all the way around, so when the two pieces go together, it'll create this nice little groove that the light can fit right in. That fits pretty good. Yeah.
That's gonna look so awesome.
I love it.
We like to use this clear Gorilla Glue to glue the pink foam together. And if you spritz a little water on it, it helps activate the glue so it works better. Okay, this has to dry for a few hours. In the meantime, we'll start working on the metal frame. We need to build a metal frame that's gonna go on the back of the triangle because we want our Bill Cipher to look like he's floating in the air. In the show, he's like this all-powerful demon who can just sort of fly around however he wants. Ours won't be able to fly, but my goal is to have him look like he's hovering above the ground with a hidden stand that will attach to the metal frame. And there you go, a frame. I drilled some holes also in the top because there's gonna be some animatronic servos and stuff, and this will give all that something to attach to.
I love how hard Jay's working on this. He has no idea that we're gonna try and summon the actual Bill Cipher into it to get my revenge.
Okay, so we got the back of our triangle, and we take our little stand, and it's gonna go kind of like this.
Okay.
And then this is where the eye will attach to all these holes. You got your arm attachments, your leg attachments, but it'll be pressed into the foam.
This is another hot wire tool, and the width of it just happens to match the width of the metal perfectly. It fits pretty good. I don't want to like push it in all the way because what if we never get it out again?
Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. We'll glue it in too later on, but for now, it'll be perfect for testing.
While we're in foam cutting mode, I'm going to cut more foam and give him some texture on the front. He's got like this brick pattern going on the bottom. He kind of looks like this pyramid on the back of a dollar.
You mean the dollar bill?
Exactly.
Get it? Dollar bill?
Yes,
Get it?
I get it. One of the coolest things about this pink foam is that if you spray it with some water and then hit it with a heat gun, it instantly creates this awesome stone texture.
That looks amazing. I love that.
I have one more trick to make it look extra stony, but that's gonna come a little bit later.
While Jaimie's been texturing, I've been working on how to make the giant eye and how to make it move and look around. We've done a bunch of animatronic eyes lately, like the ones on Foxy and the ones we did on Bon, and I have built some custom ones before, so I think we'll be able to build something pretty good here. So first, I went into Fusion and designed some parts. We 3D printed a bunch of stuff to hold all the servos and linkage, and then we 3D printed the giant eyeball and the huge eyelids that'll cover it. Look at this thing. It's like as big as my head. Okay, it's gonna take a while to put all this together, so here's a quick build montage. What you're seeing here is really like a week of prototyping and trial and error and printing parts and doing tests. And it's my favorite part because after all that, it finally starts to come together and be something. It's like all these different mechanical parts working in tandem to create like life, essentially. And when you finally see it move, it is so awesome. There it is, look. It's awesome, right?
It looks amazing.
Now I created some eyeball animation in Bottango, and I've also got a controller back here that's from Bottango. We'll talk more about that later, but in theory, if I press this button, it should start doing stuff. You ready?
Ready. Whoa!
Yes! Look at that!
That's awesome!
I'm so excited that this works. There's a lot of stuff we can tweak, like how far the blinks go and how far he looks and stuff like that. We'll do all of that in Bottango later. By the way, I learned how to build this iMech by following some tutorials from a YouTuber named Will Cogley. So if you're interested in how to like build your own iMechs and more of the technical stuff on how this works, he has a bunch of great tutorials that we'll link below. Or if you just want to build your own, we'll put all the 3D printing files on our Patreon. So you can get them there. It's a great way to support our channel, get a bunch of cool stuff. For now, we're gonna put this whole thing inside the triangle and see if it fits.
We in?
There we go. Does it look good? Does it look like it's fitting?
Yes.
Let's plug this in.
Here it goes.
What happened?
Oh no.
Oh, I plugged in all the servos backwards.
Oh,
There it is.
okay.
Okay, take two.
We have blinking. We have looking. It works. Yay! Mwahaha. My plan is all coming together. Oh, and thanks for keeping an eye on Jay for me, Bill. Now that the mech's done, I can start finishing work on the eye. So I want this to be really shiny and smooth, and usually with a 3D print, that means a whole lot of sanding. But we found this really cool resin product that basically fills in all of your layer lines and smooths it for you. And it's cured. Look at that.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. There's some like bumps and gashes and stuff, but normally you'd have to spend hours sanding to get something this smooth. So for our purposes, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm purposely keeping this simple to match the character here. It's just a pure white eye with a black pupil. I'll do a few coats of each color, and then when it's dry, I'm gonna do one more layer of the resin to give it a really nice shine. I'm gonna attach the rope light, but I'm not super confident that just gluing it to the foam is gonna hold, especially like around these corners where I've gotta force it into this really tight angle. So what I did is I glued in these little metal angles here to give it something more solid to stick to.
Will the glue hold it there? Hopefully. Here we go.
It's kind of on my neck. You got it? Okay.
So you can cut this stuff, and I cut off some extra. Okay, I can see that there are some LEDs in there, and I can see a space about right here, so I'm gonna try to cut it right there. Oh, look!
Yay!
How's my cut so crooked?
I don't know.
Well, did it work?
Yes, it's staying so far. It's amazing. I love it. Check it out. And wait, watch.
Yes.
Right?
That looks awesome.
Okay, so there's some gaps like here that I want to fill in before we paint, so I'm going to do that with some spackle first. This is Drylok. It's basically a masonry sealer, which means they paint it on like stone outside, but in essence it's kind of like paint with a sandy texture, and the cool thing about it is if I paint it on this, it helps it to look like stone. We've done this a bunch of times before on our Dark Portal project and on our DIY tombstones.
Why is there a coat hanger in it?
Because we ran out of stir sticks, but we have an abundance of coat hangers.
Somebody escaped.
Bailey, get back here.
And now we wait. Hey, I have a fun challenge for you while we wait.
Okay.
What do you say to a friendly drawing competition?
Drawing? Like, could we draw Bill Cipher?
Yeah, we'll each draw Bill Cipher, and then we'll post them on our community page, and people can vote to see who's the winner.
You picked this challenge because you're good at this and I'm not.
No, not at all.
What Jay doesn't know is I have a secret advantage. I'm taking a drawing class on Skillshare, who's the sponsor of today's video.
Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creative people. They've got thousands of classes from beginner to expert level on all sorts of things, like painting, photography, illustration, 3D modeling, and of course, drawing. I'm taking this drawing fundamentals class that's taking me through everything. Light and shadow, color theory, perspective, even how to draw hands, which is super hard. We're thankful this season that there are so many great resources out there for learning and getting inspired.
Finished.
All right, let's see.
It's something.
It's beautiful.
The kids helped me with it.
Okay, I like it. You ready for mine?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
hear it. Oh, what? What? Give me that. Come on, really? You couldn't draw like this yesterday.
Let's just say I had a secret weapon called Skillshare.
You took a Skillshare class? Which one?
Yeah. If you want to level up your skills by learning from industry masters, all while being a part of the most amazing and supportive community out there, give Skillshare a try.
The first 500 people to click our link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Can I click that link? Because I need some practice.
Yep.
Go get yours today. While that dries, check this out. I made a metal stand that'll hold him up off the ground so it looks like he's floating. We looked into a bunch of ways to make him float, like using electromagnets to kind of levitate, or hidden strings like horror props did on their floating Macs. But basically we realized that if we wanted to have full control over the movement, we have to have it attached to something sturdy. So on the front of the stand, I added this bolt, and then on the frame, we added a rod end bearing. And then once we screw the whole thing together, now, look, he moves. Super sturdy, full movement. Now we just have to add some servos and stuff back here to make it all, animated. So we've got a couple of servos that are controlling the body motion. Those are going into this Bottango solar board, which is kind of like an Arduino that's specifically made for controlling animatronics. That's also way more powerful. It's just way better. And now with this other little board, I can control it remotely from my computer, and if I hit this button, yes! This is so awesome, you guys. So I created this animation in Bottango on the computer, and it's controlling it remotely, wirelessly. And if I wanted to change something, or if I want to control it with like a game controller or something, I can do that all from here, from across the room, and have it work on this. I love it. What are you reading?
Oh, just the book of Bill. Did you know you can lose weight by removing your skin?
You know what's more messed up? The voting is complete, and we have 13,000 votes on who has the better drawing.
Nice.
And clearly I won with 12% of the votes. That's how that works, right?
Yes, yeah, the lowest percentage is the winner, for sure.
You know what else is messed up, though?
What?
A lot of comments. We both forgot the bow tie.
Oh no! How did we forget the bow tie? How did we both forget the bow tie? Okay, that's much better. Let's not forget the bow tie on the real thing now.
Closure.
The Drylok is dry. This texture is amazing. I wish you could feel it through the camera. It's so bumpy and stony. Feel that.
I'm feeling it with my eyes. It does look awesome. We still have to make him yellow, though.
Yes, that is next. I don't know what to do. He's yellow. But
He's supposed to be yellow.
Yeah, but he's very flat. He's just, I don't know. I want him to be more realistic.
Yeah, well, it's like, okay, he's a cartoon, and in cartoon, he's very flat, he's not shaded, which is this.
Yes.
But this is real. We have to decide, how real do we go? Right. Do we make this look like real gritty, dirty, stone that's been existing in the world for a long time?
I think the answer is yes. I want to add dirt and grime and drips and shading and all that stuff to it.
I do too.
Okay.
Yep, 1,000,000 times better.
Yes, this is perfect. I have to do the edges still, but I love this. At this point, we're almost done. We just have to add in some of the final details. I really hope this looks good. For the arms and legs, we used a bit of fabric and cut out a pattern. Then filled it with some armature wire so we could bend and pose them. Since it was metal, that also meant we could weld them onto the frame. Well, almost. This took a couple tries, but Jay got it to work. Of course, we couldn't forget the eyelashes, which Jay 3D printed and then screwed onto the eyelids. His bow tie was made out of some black EVA foam and then glued on. And for Bill's top hat, we're using a couple pieces of foam and some wire, gluing it all together and then painting it black, of course. Oh, and Jay even managed to fit some speakers into the back of him that plug into the Bottango board so he can talk to us.
The thing that really makes Bill Cipher the most evil triangle is his personality. He's voiced by Alex Hirsch, the creator of the show, and some of the stuff he says is absolutely insane. But there's a problem. We can't use his voice lines. The main reason is it's not cool to use other people's content without their permission. Sometimes the creator gives us the okay to do that, like on the Walton Files video, but in a lot of cases they can't do that, and that's totally fine. So today, I'm gonna pretend to be a voice actor and see if I can recreate some of these iconic lines. The name's Bill Cipher. The name's Bill Cipher. My name's Bill Cipher. Yee-hoo. Okay. Name's Bill Cipher. Bill Cipher. Bill Cipher.
That's mostly close.
We're gonna edit. We're gonna do some editing magic here.
Okay.
Hey, look what I can do. Deer teeth. For you, kid. Little editing magic and voila.
Name's Bill Cipher.
You nailed it. That is awesome.
Right? That came out awesome. I recorded a bunch more too. Now I can take all these voice lines and bring them into Bottango and create animation to match. I can add all my servos and make like a 3D virtual version of Bill and see exactly how he's gonna move. It's so easy and fun to use. Also, this app is free and you should totally try it. Now I just need to save this and it's time to bring Bill to life.
The ritual to summon Bill Cipher and get revenge for my Halloween candy is almost complete.
Triangulum, entangulum, metaphorus dominus, veritasarium.
Oh, wicked makers, it is good to be back. Name's Bill Cipher, but you can call me your new lord and master for all of eternity.
It's working.
You turned them on?
Yeah.
This is amazing. It looks so good.
It's funny how dumb you are.
What? He's kind of mean.
A little bit.
What's with the cloak, by the way?
Go.
At the end of the day, your brain is just a meat computer in a bone cockpit piloting a skin robot. You think the world makes sense? Nothing makes sense. So you might as well make nonsense. Think about it. You two wait here. I've got some children I need to make into
Nope. Where's the off button?
I don't.
Just stay here.
Oh wow, that's a great offer. How about instead I shuffle the functions of every hole in your face?
No. Where? Hold on.
Remember, reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold, stay wicked. Bye!
What's with the candles?
What?
What is the picture?
Nothing?
What is that picture?
No picture?
Okay, the summoning did not go exactly as planned, but I'll get him next time. If you want to see another character that we definitely should not have brought to life, check it out right here.